Nicky Hawkins just come back from Molineux virtually. It was West Ham 3, Wolves 2. Yes, we made that very, very difficult for ourselves towards the end.
Yeah, very difficult. Like Nicky, what we kind of hinted upon in my last chat with yourself is that the squad isn't quite there for us, really. We've lost our captain, Marvel, opening lineup. A lot of comments about Noble being in there and Masuaku maybe he's not quite fit. And when he into the business end of the season, we got away with this one, mate. We got away with this one. Got this one over the line. They were all over us in the second half. Carbon copy of the Arsenal game. I'm not too sure if I'm happy or sad or what to feel, really. Before the game, Nicky, I'm absolutely fuming against the board. This is such a risk. I don't know. Okay, we're fourth. We could finish ninth. There's only 1 or 2 points in there. We got this one over the line. Luckily got a point against Arsenal. It's crazy saying that after being 3-0 up. It's the squad, mate, and Noble didn't really have a great game. Dupe and Creswell were pretty poor for me. And when you're carrying 3 people out of 11, it shows. I mean, obviously, Lingard, Nicky in the first half was like Maradona. That first goal ran from the halfway line, went past numerous people. And then I said, don't pass to Antonio. I said, don't. You go for it. You go for it. And put it in the back of the net. Antonio had a couple of good chances, couldn't quite get them over the line. And then even for the Bowen goal, Lingard, I think he had 4 or 5 people on him, mate. So Lingard is literally kind of single-handedly doing really well for us, really, that bright spark. Antonio came off quite early. Didn't quite look like what it was, hamstring, not too sure, but David was pretty quick to get him off. But these are the things, Nicky. I sound like a miserable git, which I never normally am, but it's such a good chance we've got. And now we're carrying 3 people, and Tony's not a striker, so that's 7. And are we going to get there or not? I mean, luckily, again, the results are going for us. Good equaliser from Palace that kind of worked towards us. But I'm just not happy, Nicky. I don't know why. I'm never like this. I'm the most positive guy there is. And I'm just fuming, mate. Like what's going on?
To be honest, that 3 points tonight looks to have come at a bit of a price. We've already missing Rice, Lingard struggling at the end. Antonio's come off very early. Souček seemed to be hobbling about, so we have to keep an eye on him. They're dropping like flies, which we always knew that they would at some point, and it's just disappointing, isn't it, when you think about the chance we had to sign players and where we are.
Definitely. I mean, the bright spark, definitely a bit positive, was Masuaku. He played really well. Surprised he kept it up. Had the first full game in a long time. We've got Leicester next, and I believe Maddison is back for them, so they're going to look fairly strong. And also we've got Chelsea, Everton at home to come yet. It doesn't get any easier, but how long can this carry on? We're literally, what we got 14 players fit now, have we? About 14, 15 at the most?
Something like that.
Well, and like you said, we're not football experts. What we all knew, get 3 people over the line. Even if you can't get your number one, just do something. And bring someone in, Troy Deeney, whoever. Just bring someone in that they can. And that we will need to count on every single body to get us over the line. Especially because, if I'm right, the window between the last season ending and this one starting was fairly small. So we're still carrying a lot of people from the way we ended the last season. And we love this team. We love the season, what's happened so far, and we just don't want it going down the typical West Ham way where we end up in 8th and 9th spot, really, which easily could happen. Really mixed feelings, Nicky. I'm not really kind of jumping up and down. Brilliant.
No.
We hung in there, mate, against a team that struggles to score, and then Donker is another one that Sullivan failed to get over the line. He was desperate to join us a couple of years ago from Anderlecht, I think. Just couldn't get that one over the line. And you knew he was up for it. And then the striker who they kept saying, he's never scored ever, this season. And it just felt like Gary Neville and the old commentators are pushing the ball in. They wanted Wolves to get back in the game. Alan Smith's commentating. They're all against us, really. And my feelings are just... Rice missing is a big thing for me. I didn't even want to watch the match. I was that low, that upset. especially if I'm right that he was injured after 60 minutes for England, and I think if I'm right, he carried on playing because I didn't watch the internationals.
Yeah.
I think he carried on for half an hour carrying that injury. Someone needs to ask a few questions. We're very hurt from what happened to Dean Ashton, and hopefully, God willing, will be nothing like that. But we were hurt by what happened. Didn't get a penny insurance from England back then, and we just hope our kind of number one sort of diamond is back. And like I said, it's not like Spurs where they break their leg, they're back in 2 weeks. We're looking at 6 weeks, which, as you know, Nicky, that's 3 games, isn't it? The last 3 he might be ready for. He'll miss the remaining 5, whatever we've got left. So. Yeah, I just got to cheer myself up, mate. I'm like you said, it took me a long time. I still haven't recovered from January window. I don't know what it is. I'm just thought it's really bad what we did.
Just before I go, mate, just look at the table. You should be cheered up by that.
Yeah, but knowing football that long, I don't know, mate. You know, if we're going to play Noble, we're going to have Creswell in the back 4. We got Antonio, who again shows so many flashes of why he's not a striker.
I mean, yes, I'm just going to put a positive spin on it. This is the last word. We played that well in the first half, like Arsenal, but this time without Rice. Let's leave it at that.
I think it was a one-man show, Lingard. I think it was a one-man show. I know it's a team game, but that guy carried us over the line, mate. And half-time, look at his face. He was fuming. And if we don't get into Europe, I'm not sure if I'll see him being at West Ham, mate, next year if we don't get into Europe and love one. But yeah, brilliant. 3 points. But really, really concerned and worried and just praying before every game, mate. Yeah.
No worries, mate. Nice to talk to you again.
Take care.
Thanks, bud.